Tintsaba, which means mountains, started in 1985, with the objective of empowering women both economically and socially. Socially in the sense that we work on their self-esteem, that we provide self-development programs for them, that we teach them the handcraft with a fine skill, a passion for excellence, and in that process we also uplift them to feel good about themselves. So Tintsaba started with a retail business. We started working with 12 women and we now have 900. Tintsaba has always been fair trade. We always promoted the principles within the business, having a holistic approach, running a health program, a nutrition program, and more recently a literacy program, as well as a mobile homeopathic clinic. We always discussed wages with the women and had an open decision-making process. But the fair trade system, of course, gave us a certification that we were doing that. We then acquired customers who could recognize that, in fact, our wages were fair and that we were doing what we said. The women, many of them, don't have any other income than handcraft. We provide everything, the raw material, the training, the transport, the health programs, so they become almost dependent on us to provide schooling for their children, a livelihood for themselves. And on top of that, they know that Tintsaba develops people as individuals. So they know that if they put effort and application, they can grow. As we have many examples, our silversmiths all started as basket weavers, and this is one of our finest examples of personal growth.
Yes, okay. One day I dropped at Tintsaba doorstep and looking, in fact, I told my story, and after 2 days I heard that there was a job opportunity. Then I was called in for an interview with some people that had certificates or something, and I didn't have nothing at that time. So given the opportunity in that time, I got the job and started as a shop assistant for 5 years. And then after 5 years, I was given a challenge that I become the production manager to work with the rural women, which I am now managing the 900 women. And then last year I became the director for the company. So I really believe that we are developing individuals in terms of believing in women. Doesn't matter the background of that particular people.
Indeed, it's probably the only system, and how important it is that women are paid fair wages, how important it is that they have a say in their wages and in the running of their lives, because many times they don't. In Swaziland, we have a polygamous system. We have one of the highest HIV rates in the world, and all the handcraft and the togetherness, the family that Tintsaba provides is so important to their general and total well-being, as well as earning a living and having an economic independence. The opportunity of coming to Brussels and learning, the exposure of understanding in a small way the European market, which is one of the markets that we're really keen to advance into, but also the recognition that it's an international award, that Tintsaba is doing something right, that Tintsaba is doing the quality, and it can be appreciated. This has been a fantastic award for us, and the recognition of that will go a long way in our marketing materials. It is the only way for women to be paid properly for what they do. It is the way consumers should begin to recognize that the African quality and design is apart from the rest of the world, that people have a say, that it's a social situation, there's a code of ethics that is respected and standards that are supported. We have 900 women, which is a major responsibility to keep in work. So fair trade helps us access that market to keep them in continual orders. Tintsaba buys everything the women make, and we really need the consumer support and the consumer understanding that the money goes straight to the woman and that they depend so totally on handcraft for their independence.
Okay, I would ask them to appreciate the quality that Africa is producing, and also for our jewelleries that it is giving opportunity to the women that are only relying on making the products in order to get income to pay the school fees for their children, their only income.